Twice as ugly. I'm gonna finish this Omega Prestige on Spooderman. I got him to level 52 on his Omega Prestige without doing... I think I did like 2 steps in the very first chapter and skipped the prologue. So I don't have any XP potions ticking, so I'm just gonna go straight into chapter 1 and let her rip, except I just went there on heroic difficulty and I want to do it on super heroic difficulty because it's more experience. So I'm gonna immediately just leave. Thank you, load screen, for that, and back to the load screen. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the most boring stream ever. So we're gonna try this again, this time with feeling. Hell's Kitchen, this time on super heroic. Okay. Alright, investigate the homeless shelter. Spooderman does whatever a spooder can. I really wish, or I hope in the future for Omega Prestige characters you can turn off the little golden Super Saiyan glow. Because while it's kinda neat, it's not something I want all the time. And for a lot of characters, it's gonna make no damn sense. Like, why are some of these guys glowing yellow for no reason? So I think I've got most of what I like about Spider-Man figured out. As far as like how to play him, and what mechanics I like about him. The talents and stuff, but...
Oh, isn't this just dandy?
It sure is dandy there, Spooderman. Clear a treasure room, that's my typical way to level up, is just farming the crap out of treasure rooms. That's how I got to level 52 without doing almost any of the story. It's not legendary farming or ops farming, that's just doing those little treasure rooms over and over again. It's very boring, but it's super effective. Anyway, check out some of chapter 1. Some of any keyword there. I'm probably gonna die, like, I'd say twice. I'll probably die twice to Venom up here. Skipping all this stuff because you get gobs of XP for most of the just talk to people. Like if you look over in the bottom left where that level 52 thing is, my XP bar is, talk to this person. That's a decent jump just for talking to somebody. Versus like actually having to go out and kill stuff, or like spend 15 minutes doing a legendary quest, or 20 minutes doing a operation. I'm just gonna skip all that and try to get to as many dialogues as I can. Now this is Omega Prestige Spooderman, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's a little bit over. It's either 140% or 120% more experience required per level than usual.
Well, that's one thing the suit can't do.
So, and I hit the wrong button.
Now that's what radioactive blood will do for you.
No, Peter Parker, radioactive blood will kill you. This is a comic book adaptation. You don't get superpowers for being sick as hell. A little timed event, you have to keep these guys alive. The longer they're alive, the longer that the doctor doesn't get hit. As long as the doctor in the middle there doesn't get hit, it happens faster. Presto bango. That venom fight I was talking about. This may or may not kill me a few times. We'll find out today.
Well. If it isn't my old suit, do I detect a hint of jealousy?
Get webbed.
I thought my suit was supposed to be bulletproof.
One thing I kind of regret about this game, I didn't do what I did on the PC and spend way too much money on it right out the gate. So I don't have the bonus costume for Spider-Man that you can only get for spending a freaking ton of money. But at the same time, it's just a costume, and I don't play Spider-Man enough to give a crap about that particular costume. I do, however, miss it though, because it was neat, and it was unique, and there's only one way to get it, and that's by throwing a lot of money at the game. But I've supported Gazillion for about 4 years now, or 6 years now actually, because how long the game was in beta. Realistically though, PC version of the game was just beta for the console version, so honestly the game's probably been beta for almost half a decade. Ow. I'm actually going to defeat Venom without dying a single time. Alright. Good start. Give me that.
I'm on Tony Stark's payroll already, but who says I can't?
So again,
earn a
just for
bonus?
talking to people for leveling up XP. If you look at my XP bar right now, finish talking to him. That's a big chunk. And I'm gonna go over here and talk to another guy, and it's gonna be another big chunk. Like, there's tons of ways to level up, but whenever you're this close to the end, if you don't have any potions ticking or anything, it's worth it. That was no chunk. Rather than wasting time traveling there, I'm gonna fast travel to where Shocker is, because I don't want to waste that time web slinging around. Question for anybody who's watching that may or may not play this game, and I doubt that I'll ever get an answer to this. If you just outright bought the Omega Prestige for a character, and just insta-prestige your character 5 times in a row and get this Omega shenanigans, do you get all the waypoints from doing the story mode? I don't know if you do or not. If you do, neat. But if you did and you were brand new to the game, you probably wouldn't know what to do with them anyway.
Time to shake this place down.
He's like, oh cool, this takes forever to level up for no reason. Hit the wrong button twice, and damn. I apologize, I need to watch my language. Here soon my nephew's gonna be watching these, so I need to watch my mouth. So I can't say things like damn 6 times in a row in rapid succession. Shocker, you surprising jerk. If I die to Shocker and not Venom, I'm gonna be a little disappointed in myself.
Sorry, Shocker. You can't borrow my Stark tech.
Shocker down. I thought we go investigate the nightclub, and rather than go through the subway some more, I'm gonna body slide back out again and just teleport to the the nightclub. I'll leave my 54. I'm 2 levels away from getting my last talent. Nightclub.
The Kingpin has a nightclub?
It's a front. It's connected to a
Little bit of-
warehouse supposedly filled with all his ill-gotten
A little bit of
goods.
cutscene action for y'all.
Sure, he is the Kingpin. I assume everything is a front for a fast food franchise. You know, because he's fat.
I've got your back. Let's go.
He doesn't have my back going by myself. Some nice foreshadowing there. It's the Black Cat, who you never fight. Like, she shows up in one of the patrol zones, but other than that, you never fight her. She is a playable character, though. And she was fun on the PC. I haven't played her on the console, because I didn't just hurl gobs of money at this game on the console, but still. I might get her one day. I mean, I will inevitably get her, but right now she's not very high on the priority list. I've got the characters that I want, and they're not even finished leveling up yet. That's part of why I'm leveling Spider-Man now. Dadbod, brought to you by Dr. Octopus.
Your meddling ends now.
Come on, Aki. We've done this dance a gazillion times before. Save yourself the pain.
He said gazillion. It's funny, because that's the name of the company. I missed. That's okay. I used that just to reset the cooldown of my little dive bomb kick. Really hope I don't die to poison. Spooder man. Spooder man. Does whatever a spooder can. Really? Am I, like, doing that bad? For those in the audience, yes, I am in fact doing that bad. Man, Spooder man. Doing whatever a Spooder can. Punch and kick and kick and punch and kick. Oh. And I died to Doc Ock. That's embarrassing.
I'm on Tony Stark's payroll already, but who says I can't earn a bonus?
Oh, alright. So I'm level 55 and a half. I got a huge chunk of XP for defeating Doc Ock and talking to Clea there at the end of the fight.
Just thought I'd mention the fact that you may see a lot of you around
going from talking, or from defeating Doc Ock, just talking to Ben Urich, 55 and a half.
Something seems to be playing jump rope with the fabric
55 and 3/4. That's a quarter of an XP bar this late in the game.
But I'm not going to be some lapdog.
Leveling up through the story is pretty quick. They did a good job of making it so that your first character you'll get from 1 to 60 pretty consistently just doing the story mode. And then every character you get to level 60, the first 10 characters rather, that you get to level 60, you get 10% bonus experience, so it makes leveling up that much faster. Every character, it just gets a little bit easier, a little bit faster to do. Wrong lever!
You broke my jaw!
I broke his jaw. It's funny because they say that a lot. I might do a stream one day seeing how many times I can get the bad guys to say that you broke my jaw. Just because they, like, the company Gazillion that made this game, they did a really good job, I feel like, making the characters feel like they're characters. There's a few exceptions, like Wolverine and Moon Knight don't feel like freaking thing like Wolverine or Moon Knight. They do to an extent, but it's really hard to get there. Like, for anybody who just like jumps into the game and tries it out to play as just that character is probably going to be disappointed. It takes a short eternity to get to a point where you feel like you're like playing that character in the game, which was their big draw. This game was supposed to be not really an answer to DC Universe Online, but a rebuttal of sorts, where it was like, hey, you guys did this thing where, yeah, you can play as your own made-up character and work alongside some of the greats like Superman and Batman and stuff, but in our game, you get to play as Spider-Man or Wolverine or Captain America or Thor or Iron Man or all these other guys. You get to play as that guy, so it's way more interesting. And you're not some C-list sidekick that no one's ever heard of. But then you get on like Wolverine and Moon Knight, it's like, wow, why is this character so awful? For the most part, most of the characters, I'd say they did a really good job nailing them down. Well, okay, that. Thank you, Buggy Game, for making me teleport back to the ice patch that I wasn't standing in. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna die to fire. My arch enemy. Fur. And he was out of range. He's huge! Shucks. probably gonna die again, to be honest. This is one of the side effects of playing it on super hard difficulty. Bad guys have way too much health that it's borderline not even fun. Alright. We got him. Bad guy's down. And we got stuff. Stuff and things. We're trick-or-treating. I'll probably hit 60 at the fight with the hood, if I had to guess. I don't think I'll get it as early as take out Taskmaster, which is the next step. But I think that by the time that I finish the hood off, I'll go ahead and do this dungeon real quick. I think by the time that I finish Chapter 2, which is the hood fight, I will hit 60, and I'll be done with Spooderman. Not done, but done for a while anyway.
Sign up for this.
Spooderman. Spooderman. Really? Triggered my cooldown but didn't trigger my skill? Screw you too, game. Right into the fucking, or sorry, the freaking skill. Ow!
What a snooze you turned out to be.
Whew. Another bad guy down. Fancy schmancy treasure chest.
Oh, isn't this just dandy?
Oh, the treasure rooms, they're so good. Spoodermanning, Spoodermanning, doing whatever a Spooder canning. That didn't make any sense. And I'm done rhyming. Because I'm a mechanic, not a poet. Look out, here comes a Spooderman. Enter the construction yard. Investigate the signature. Skipping all the things. I want to say thank you to the 2 people that are watching this. Appreciate it.
I swear, my spider sense was tingling.
Boop. Mysterious tape. We're gonna watch this because it's funny.
Do you crave the excitement of international criminal intrigue but lack the skills to make that dream come true? Do the voices inside your head tell you that you were meant for something more? Do you sit there day after day seething with the need for revenge but don't know how to get it? Then the Taskmaster Institute is for you. Here at the Institute, we train you for a life of power and skill. You will learn 7 different styles of martial arts and many forms of advanced weaponry. If you're smart enough to find me, you're smart enough to learn the lessons I can teach you. The Taskmaster Institute, when you positively, absolutely know you were meant for something more.
Whoa, brother. This Taskmaster guy's a real piece of work. I mean, who even uses cassette tapes anymore?
Oh, Peter Parker, you so cray. So, fun fact about Taskmaster. I'm gonna body slide out of here and skip having to run to his dungeon. Taskmaster has there's like a photographic memory. He has a like a reflexive memory, according to his character in the story, in comics and stuff. He's able to see something and he can replicate it perfectly just from seeing it. Trouble is, it resulted in him having like a long-term memory problem. So for a while he was actually a good guy, but he became a bad guy because there's just more money in that. Training people to fight and stuff. But I think he's an interesting character. He's appeared in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I think he's in Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate. But he's definitely like a B-list or C-list bad guy. He's not a big threat in the grand scheme of things. But Taskmaster was given the job to take out Moon Knight once, whenever Moon Knight had retired, and he wasn't fighting anymore. He was like bound to a wheelchair, and he just wasn't. He was done crime fighting. Moon Knight was, and Taskmaster was told, "Hey, go kill this guy for us, and we'll pay you a lot of money." So Taskmaster shows up at Moon Knight's house, beats the shit out of him while he's like completely not fighting back. But Taskmaster messed up, and he left him alive because he thought there's no more fight left in this guy. And again, Taskmaster was at one point kind of a good guy. So he didn't kill Moon Knight because he was like, oh, you don't even want to fight back, so this isn't fun, this isn't sporting. And he told his bosses that hired him, yeah, I killed Moon Knight because in his from what he had witnessed, Moon Knight was done. He wasn't a threat to anybody. But little did Taskmaster know what he did was give Moon Knight the motivation to get out of his wheelchair, go into some physical therapy, fix his legs. And the next time that Taskmaster saw Moon Knight was crashing his little helicopter that he owns through a city building and killed a bunch of people, and then it was just him and Taskmaster left, and Taskmaster's like on his back from the helicopter crash still, and Taskmaster's like, no, you can't be here. I killed you. I made you like done. And with a sword drawn to Moon Knight's face, Moon Knight just told him, alright, you killed me, go ahead, do it again. Like, just, like, hands out, open chest, like, come at me, bro, kind of stance. He was like, do it again. And Taskmaster, just in the face of Moon Knight, with all of his glory, Taskmaster pissed his pants. And it tickles my funny. But we've been on the stream for about 22 minutes now. We're almost done. But regrettably, I really have to go to the bathroom. So for about 30-ish seconds, I'm going to stand here and look pretty. I'll be back.
Why is Deadpool still speaking after all that blunt force trauma? I'm no psychologist, Hulk, but I'm sure we can talk through whatever it was that got you so steamed.
Another daywalker. Another me. Must be an illusion.
Hey, I'm back, and I still got one person watching. Thanks for tuning in. You can actually talk to me through this stream by posting a comment. I'll see it. It'll pop up on the right-hand side. So Spider-Man's got... I've got a couple of costumes with him. I've got the Iron Spider costume, just for existing, or for... I'm sorry, not for existing, for throwing money at the game.
Old suit, Venom.
This is the symbiote costume, which you have to spend a ton of money on to unlock. It looks just like the Back in Black costume, but the Back in Black is spandex. This one has the interactive, like, Venom symbiote sperm things hopping off of you, and it changes his voice a little bit. It's actually from the 1990s. The voice actor for the symbiote Spider-Man costume is the one from the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon show, and none of the other ones have that guy doing their voice acting for him. So it's if you're nostalgic as hell, it's worth it. Again, though, I've already thrown a ton of money at Gazillion, so I wasn't going to do it again. They've got the Spider-Gwen costume, where from an alternate universe, Gwen Stacy became Spider-Man instead of Peter Parker. The 'the homemade Spider-Man with and without the hood from the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And then they've got the Spider-Man costume, which you have to spend a ton of money on to unlock. It looks just like the Back in Black costume, but the Back in Black is spandex. This one has the interactive, like, Venom symbiote sperm things hopping off of you, and it changes his voice a little bit. It's actually from the 1990s. The voice actor for the symbiote Spider-Man is the one from the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon show, and none of the other ones have that guy doing their voice acting for him. So it's if you're nostalgic as hell, it's worth it. Again, though, I've already thrown a ton of money at Gazillion, so I wasn't going to do it again. This is his default costume, modern Spider-Man. A lot of people recognize it. It's pretty easily recognizable as what Spider-Man looks like. I got this one from a treasure chest thing, which is just the same as the modern costume, but more tight, like vacuum sealed tight. And then this kind of pisses me off. So you got the Homecoming movie Spider-Man costume with the black wristbands and the black lining, or the Civil War movie with the silver wristbands and still black lining, but the Homecoming one has the weird intricate leg designs and black print across his legs and stuff that you can almost never see because of how far zoomed out the camera is. But on this one he's got broader shoulders and silver wristbands. And for some reason there's a monetary difference between these two costumes. But I'm gonna hop around as Amazing Spider-Man right now.
Whoa, settle down, Hulk.
Boom. Spider-Man.
Shells not to insult you here.
Spider-Man. Right back into it. Finish getting him to 60 and then probably end the stream, maybe start another one. Alright, it wants me to go to Cannery, or navigate Cannery Road. Which I can do. Or I can just skip to the next zone and backtrack a couple of feet and get progress for navigating Cannery Road. I have the hiccups, so that's kind of a bummer. Get up the stairs, Spooderman. I think I just broke myself. Yep. I'm not touching anything right now. Okay, there he goes. Thanks, game. Oh, he can web sling down the stairs, no problem. Can he web sling off the ship? No, but he can web sling down the stairs. You're dumb, game. Hey, look at that, I navigated Cannery Road. And I can't web sling upstairs. We're just gonna walk. Wow, really? I can't web sling over the handrail? A big thing for this game whenever it was coming out was it was an action RPG that allowed characters to fly, which hadn't been done before in action RPGs. And a lot of people were like, holy cow, that's so cool! And then they implemented it and it was like, holy cow, this is so freaking annoying! You web sling through a doorway on a cargo freighter, but can't web sling up or downstairs. Alright, so this is the hood fight. I will die many times because for some reason the hood has just a bunch of non-telegraphed one-shot mechanics where it's like, alright, I'm fighting, ah, crap, I'm dead.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, he's been looking forward to killing me a bunch of times, but unbeknownst to the hood, I have infinite lives.
Yeah!
Wrong way. Yep, there it goes. Well, that wasn't technically a one-shot. He hit me once before that dropped me down to 30% health, and then he shot me a second time, which killed me. I'm not gonna lie, I could go down to the easiest difficulty, and I could just melt this guy in no time, but he would still have those, like, onesie-twosie mechanics that just kill you almost instantly for no reason other than the fact that he's the hood. Would you use the... There we go.
You ready for this?
Probably not, but I mean, we're gonna do it. I really should spec out my Spider-Man to be ranged. He's a much stronger ranged character while you're leveling up, but he also, like that gray bar I have over there below my health, or above my health rather, it gets chewed up super fast if you're ranged. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. And smash time. He didn't die. There, okay, now he's dead.
I gotta get some pockets in this suit. Huh, I guess my spider sense must have been warning me about something else.
Wow, I was wrong. I am only level 58 after defeating the hood. Alright, maybe talking to a couple of people will get me to 60. No, it won't get me to 60. It'll get me to like 59, but it won't get me to 60.
If Cap vouches for you, I guess.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. When did the ninja get involved?
You weren't paying attention because I skipped the cutscene. Haha. So I've got a full level to go. We're just gonna go ahead and keep.
You ready
Are we gonna keep doing story mode stuff? Because I've got a ways to go. The next leg of the story. I've got a couple of like go talk to this person quests. But then yeah, I'll go ahead and finish the story. It ends with taking out the Grim Reaper. Not like the Grim Reaper of like lore, but a character called the Grim Reaper. Would you ninja kick the damn yellow guy? I'm gonna die to a not boss guy. Wrong way! That's my that's my second biggest move, and he keeps doing it away from the bad guys. Really? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, you're so dumb. That's my big move. Oh no! Really? Really? Punch, 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 punch. Just fall down. Oh, that was annoying. Alright. Moving along. Over here to fight this guy. What up, guy? Locate Hydra Outpost. I'm not even gonna fight that guy because I've gotta fight Grim Reaper, and that's already gonna try the crap out of my patience. Just gonna follow these footprints here. Happy little footprints in the sand. Hey, look at that. Thanks, don't punch the door, go in the door. Weirdo. Oh, man. Off we go. Freedom!
Death has come for you!
Yeah, death has come for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking love it. Alright. I talk shit, but it's just me putting on a brave face because this guy's probably gonna kill me.
Surrender to me.
Oh good, he's got the damage debuff. These things. Which makes it so that I don't deal as much damage. Which means I have to kill them because otherwise I'm not going to hurt him worth a crap. But because I'm playing on the difficulty that I'm playing on, I won't because of the difficulty I'm playing on, I'll usually kill these just in time for him to spawn another one. All my shield agent allies are dead. Oh wait, no, I still got one. Only one, but hey, it's better than none. And Grim Reaper's down, alright. Really? Inventory's full? Alright. Whatever. So I got about a third of a level out of fighting Grim Reaper and defeating him, and then talking to this guy, and
I tell you, Storm, you sure put the
I am so close. So close. Hi guys. Just hit a web sling. And level 60. Alright, cool. Don't ask why the web is always behind him. It should be in front of him and then he zip lines towards it. But hey. Gazillion doesn't know what they're doing. Ultimate power! Which is basically Maximum Spider from Marvel vs. Capcom. Alright. And we're done leveling up Spooderman. He is now Cosmic or Omega Prestige rank 1. He's level 60, which means I can do all kinds of stuff and things with... Ooh, he's level 60. Which means the gear that I've been hoarding for him is now available. Nothing there. Alright, well, there's one. There's two. Really? I was only holding 2 things for Spooderman? Oh, alright.
Hey, Webhead, let me show you how a real Avenger does it.
The point is,
Hey,
the deed is done.
Does your tongue stick to itself in the winter?
I'm gonna go ahead and update my equipment, and then... not gonna replace that. Not gonna replace either one of those. More health, no fighting, attack speed, damage rating, range powers. I'm not using range, so that's garbage. Those little arrows are a myth. Strength, webbing, melee, yep. Bonk. Nope, nothing of value.
I can personally vouch
for
everything you see here.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll promptly start another stream immediately. Gonna be finishing up leveling up Moon Knight for the 2nd time. Prestiged him for the purpose of getting an achievement. But once he gets to 60 again, I'm done prestiging. But thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have yourself a pleasant night.